As a kid, I was told I was funny, and my use of big words and dark jokes were what set me apart from the classic fart joke. Usually, the first thing people say about me is I'm funny. I'm not sitting here saying I'm funny. And in fact, if I saw myself on stage doing stand-up comedy, I wouldn't laugh once. It's just how I talk, and unknowingly I make something funny or weird. Now, being the funny kid is not always as great as people think it might be. I feel like people are never as serious around me and sometimes neglect to talk to me because I might make a joke or say something that could upset them. And most times, I try to make people smile. I'm also seen as shallow, but I'd argue it's the opposite. I can understand emotions, and a lot of the time know when it's a good time to make a joke just by reading body language. At this point, it's just become second nature to make somebody laugh for me. It leaves me feeling good, so I think now it's hardwired in my brain. Another negative drawback for me is always making somebody happy can be strenuous and stressful because I have to keep my reputation as the funny weird guy, or I'm just another regular Joe. It also blocks how I truly feel about a subject. I could be serious or make a stupid joke. And then, usually, I turn it into a stupid joke and watch as my opinion floats away into the sea of lost ideals. Another downside is when I'm in a bad mood or just want to be alone, people always come up, even if I'm trying to make it clear I'm not looking for interactions. Don't get me wrong, I love interacting with people, but everyone needs some alone time sometimes. Whenever I bring up a serious topic, it's almost always met with laughs. Like if I told you my dog had just been hit by a car with a straight face, how would you react? Because so much of my humor revolves around spinning up some story that can never be true. Some of you might laugh and say, "Ha, nice one." Others might say sorry and give me a hug. Even though that story is completely made up, the lines have been blurred so much it's hard to distinguish real from fiction, resulting in the boy who cried wolf story. Enough trickery will make people think everything I say is a joke. And I feel like I'm becoming the person I desperately don't want to become, a regular Joe. With no second thought, just a dumb joke to make people around me feel good for a couple seconds while I'm slowly losing myself in the whirlwind of life.